Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. Last time, we got the clicker! We got Wake! We tried to put the two together, but nope, we got faked out. Our Wake was not Wake at all, no, he was Scratch. And when he was inside of the clicker, he freaked out, killed somebody, you know, one of the Yakos. No one cared, honestly. Poor guy, honestly, they formed a cult, man, you get what you deserve, I'm sorry. But, yeah, things have gone to hell in a handbasket here.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
He wasn't hostile at the time.
I trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Might, huh?
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her.
You two know each other. Don't you? Interesting.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files.
Ooh.
Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Thank you. Prison cell key. Oh, talk to Casey. How you doing, buddy?
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case. If you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
Jesus, Carminelli.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster.
Ooh.
Always Scratch.
Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna profile Scratch? That seems dangerous.
Pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control.
Oh yeah, I knew this was gonna be dangerous.
He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Well, we're not giving him the damn clicker. Wow, I am so amazed that we're still getting things here. Anything new and interesting for the case board? Wake and the clicker. Wake and the clicker. Wake attacked. The thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. There was never any Wake. It was scratched the entire time. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. He's still there, clearly. That wants a piece of evidence. This wants me to profile somebody. Got here, FBC file linking cult activity to Wake. Nice. Wait, I still have more to put down. Right? FBC powerful light arrays. Light in the dark presence.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Nice, saying one thing right here makes sense. Stash in the actual sheriff's station. Still have something in the story? No, these are all marked for later. Don't give me that crap. You good, buddy? All right, let's head down to the cells. See which brother's still alive.
I'm sorry about your...
Why'd it cut off?
Jakob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Are we good? Can I actually... There we go. I couldn't move forward beforehand when he was talking. All right, let's see all these files. Oh, what do we have here?
Lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Pretty much. Should have known that. Deployment order. Urgent situation. At approximately 1900 hours on 13th of September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, unknown threshold, what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize... I cannot talk today. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operation site at... All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 411B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree and Alan Wake, currently missing. Oops, I missed one. I want them both, thank you.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Item classification, request number 194-F. Summary of findings. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there's no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. Yes, indeedy. There goes the clicker right here.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Yes, it does. Waken the clicker. Still? You know, could you please stop marking these as new if they're not clearly new? What else we got? Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location Bright Falls, interviewer Estevez, lead agent. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists. On the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art. Any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out, and dissecting you, most likely. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not listening to me! We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Bleep you! Let me the bleep out of here! It's coming for me, we're all in danger! Interview was terminated due to the subject being uncooperative. Well, now that we know he was scratched the whole time, clearly cooperative was not his strong suit.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
That is very true. Report supplement, The Shadow. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE-35, additional details regarding the Shadow, A110, or AO10, have been discovered. Both present during the AWE, the report of seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned at Cauldron Lake during a AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and its psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. Well. That is very interesting. What do we got here? Dark Presence assumes the form of Barbara Yeager. Cell block door? No. Scratch or wake, yep.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Oh, hey, one of those finally became live. I just noticed that. Hang on. One of the two I've been sitting on. FBC file and capabilities of light switch object, the clicker. FBC file on Cauldron Lake, threshold to another reality. I guess I can't use that one yet. And I need to profile, because I just saw that come up. Tor and Wake are both live.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
Yes, he is.
A big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
I feel like I'm getting a really weak signal there.
Maybe he always was.
Yep. And then go talk to Thor here.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake.
So let's go get him.
I knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Well, downside, we still need Wake, though. Wake is in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Uh-huh. How to rescue Wake. There we are. Now I can finally use this one. Oh, I'm still missing a piece. And nothing from those, huh? Ask Estevez about the clicker. Alright.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Back to the case board. Wake and the clicker. Yes, clicker is definitely still useful.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake.
Well, maybe Tor can tell us where it is.
Stuff. Maybe he can help.
Oh, uncle or grandfather.
Still in a dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams.
Whoa.
The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake.
Interesting.
Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Now that's not a bad idea. Alright. Mash this. There's how we rescue Wake.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Oh? Do we have the right work of art yet?
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
I've got a plan.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I don't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back.
Oh?
You sure you have it all figured out?
Oh. This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue.
Not just yet.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
I will indeed, because clearly it is time to do the final sweep of the areas and clean out all the crap and get everything down. Oh my god, it is unpleasant out here. It's dark, it's rainy, there's gonna be taken everywhere, aren't there? Alright, let me grab a checklist and we'll get started. Well, looks like the first thing I'm gonna do is actually neither the cult stashes nor the riddles, but actually something else. Something to do with this. Setter for mayor. Now, there are apparently 6 of these slogans, and it looks like I found 3 of them, so I have to find the other 3. And it looks like the first one's actually here in Bright Falls somewhere. I just have to find it. But if I can find all of these, I will get a very, very handy charm. A charm that will let me see all the collectibles on the map. And that, my friends, is well worth the effort.
What the heck was that about?
Oh.
Can anybody see inside? Are they still there?
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We're just going loopy around here. It is so bloody dark, too. Ah, there we are. Setter for mayor.
Setter is better.
Setter is better. Meet Mayor Setter at Sumi Hall in Watery, yes. But unfortunately, in order to do that, I need all of the badges. And yeah, there we are, see? Setter is better. It's appeared. As for the other two, Mayor Setter won't roll over on the issues. And vote for Mayor Setter to sit in office. I need that one. That's actually all the way back at the Wellness Center. Well, poo. That's gonna be a bit of a hike. And of course, there's no fast travel on this game. I kind of wish there was. But yeah, that's literally all the way over here. Hey, there's a manuscript page here. Hang on. We pit stop for those. The cult finds the clicker. Oh, the hell with that. That's never happening.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskinen sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Oh. So that explains the murders. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh, that's why they were murdering people. Oh my goodness. They were doing it specifically because they were trying to stop the shit going on. Yeah, I know. Now I'm back into it. Yep, there it is.
Vote Mayor Setter to sit in office.
And again, meet him at the hall in Water.
Huh? Maybe I should swing by Suomi Hall.
Alright, well, I got 5 of the 6. I only need one more, and it's in Watery, so joy. I have to walk all the way back now. Watery is just a lovely place.
Mayor Setter will stand up for justice.
Also, who's barking? But yeah, that's the last one I needed right there. Literally right in front of the place.
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI.
Anyway, yes, this is Mayor Setter. It's an actual dog.
Oh.
The nice things in life.
Nice to meet you.
Only in small town America can we get away with this. Oh, I got a charm. And that's the one I want. Marks all nearby resources and points of interest on Saga's map. Thank you. Good lord, we needed this. You know what, I'll give up a little max HP. We've had that charm on the entire game, and I feel like I can finally give it up. Oh, but for that, that was so worth it.
I've ever seen for sure.
Don't know.
All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that just marked everything. What do we got? A nursery rhyme is over here? Oh. See? This thing's already paying dividends. It's already paying dividends. I may not even need my checklist now. I'll probably still use it. But the simple fact that I can find everything nearby on my mini-map, thank the flippin' Lord. Well, it's not a mini-map, it's just a map. But thank you. Thank you for actually putting things on the map like they should be. Hi. A computer. Maiden waiting failure. Just to update you, I haven't had any success with setting the stage yet. Even the letters from the characters or themselves are no use. Do you have any tips on what I should try next? So there are no results. The propping had been proven to be effective according to Dr. Campbell. Maybe it's something in the rhyme itself. Is it too mature? Too direct? Should we add complexity and charm to it? Try some different approaches and get back to me. Alright, thanks. I'll try to add some complexity and charm. This is a really great use of my master's in applied physics. Applied physics, huh? My dear maiden, I'm out of luck and out of means. I'd love to come back to you soon, but alas, I must gather my strength and my funds first. Don't forget about me. I'll be with you sooner than you think. Yours truly. Freaking FBC, man. Maiden waiting again. Dearest, it pains me to hear you will not be arriving, but I keep waiting until you do. I would never forget about you. How could I? Your fair maiden. Dearest, when are you returning? I've been waiting for so long. I miss you. Send me a letter as soon as you can. It's lonely here and I pine. Fake correspondence between nursery rhyme components. Ah! A list of all the test sites in Watery. Handy. Though thankfully I will not be needing this quite as much as I did 5 minutes ago when I did not have my charm.
Another one of those rhymes.
Yep. What do we got? There once was a faithful girl, at home she stayed, and there she prayed for her lover to return, but he collected fair maidens just as he did their stolen riches and broken hearts. Okay, so we need a maiden. And I need some sort of adventurer. Hero?
Nah.
Maybe not the hero, maybe the trickster. There it is. That was an easy one. Oh. Goobers.
What the hell?
And oh, that's what was making all the weird noises. Oof, goobers everywhere. Oh, hi. Another coffee charm.
Too many charms.
Actually, I kind of can at this point. I kind of can. The containers I don't mind so much. That's a cult stash, and that's a manuscript page. Look at that. This thing paying dividends. All right, I'm gonna go unload because clearly I am carrying way too much stuff, and thankfully there is a save point just over here, back where the mayor was. That's a cheeky.
Another cult box.
That's a cheeky little spot for our cult stash. What do we got? That car one was too easy. Here's mine. There are 3 batteries, B1, B2, B3, which have a combined charge of 1600 amps. B2 has 128 amps more than B3. B1 has 2 times as much charge as B3. How many amps does B2 have? Oh, this is a math problem. Give me like 2 minutes and we'll math this shit out. Okay, I'll throw the calculations on the screen here, but it should be 496 if my math is correct. Aha! Good old algebra, you gotta love it. Take one of those, I'll take one of those, and I'll take some of those. What is this? Why do I have to take a fucking math test to open a stash? What if I needed to get in fast? I can't do math in my head. I'm not Ada fucking Lovelace. I missed dinner getting this thing open. I was family pizza night too. Sorry buddy. Sorry you had to miss pizza trying to, you know, crack a simple linear equation. Like, it wasn't even quadratic, it was just linear. It just took me, I know, a minute or two to write it all out, figure it out, and it was pretty much easy. All you had to do was like, 1, 2, and 3 was 1600 together, you know. 2 and 3 had this relation, 1 and 3 had that relation, so substitute everything for 3, find out what 3 is, and then just add 128 to it, because we know that 2 is 128 more than 3, and boom, I have 2. It really wasn't that difficult. I probably could have gotten this one a lot sooner. The dark presence attacks. Yeah.
Bailey ran around the corner as the street lamps flickered and went off. It was in front of him, a glitching cloud, a dark, boiling monster. Looking at it felt like what a stroke must feel like. He was sick with fear. He fell. The dark presence ripped into him, swallowed him, filled his lungs and his brains with dark water. Bailey saw a snarling face in the darkness. Then he realized it was his own face. He was snarling. He was standing in the street in the dark, and he was snarling. He was snarling, he snarled. The monster was gone. The darkness coiled around him in tatters and wisps. He was the monster now filled with rage. He was the monster now filled with rage, he shouted.
Oh, lovely. Just absolutely friggin' lovely. All right, let's check the map and see what's next in the world. There is an arrow there. Nothing of interest. Investigation. There's an investigation over there? Maybe I'm not close enough. Found a manuscript page. I must have missed this one completely when I went through here the first time. Watery. It's literally just called Watery.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. It was coming fast.
That didn't give a lot of information. It was just more of a background piece than anything. Still nice to have. I think my map is confused because the crossbow is clearly not here. I already have it. I think it's just like, it's not in your inventory, therefore you obviously don't have it on you. Aha. There's a key here. Awesome. Coffee World stash key. Well, I just gotta find me a Coffee World stash to go with it. Aha. There's a stash. What hides behind the smile? Why, a key for Coffee World stashes. Thank you. M&T were supposed to be on patrol last night but didn't show. If anyone hears anything from them, let me know. Well, I imagine that I've already dealt with M&T. I think that's actually the last stash in Bright Fall, or not Bright Falls, in Watery that I have to deal with. Right? Wait, come on. No, I'm missing a stash here still. I'm missing one more stash. That's fine. Might have actually found a piece or two that I can use. Here we are. Note found in cultist stash missing M&T. Who's involved? There we are. Mulligan and Thronton. Cult ritual. What is it? Here we are. The cultists knew the clicker had power. Still nothing for these yet, though. Okay. Alright, that takes care of that stash. I can only imagine that the bolt colors, or the bolt cutters, are going to be an important part of the next stash. Oh, I completely missed everything here. What is this? Oh, maps? Maps depicting where the stashes might be, I guess. What is this? I marked the map like you asked. That's all the stashes by our last count, locked and loaded and ready to go. Huh. That light switch you found washed up at the lake is not junk, it's fucking important. Trust me on this. From now on, whenever we catch a target, we're gonna cut out its heart, stick that thing inside, and flick it. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it'll be like a ritual. This is gonna work. Everyone please read. I'm not trying to play the blame game, but we cannot let random tourists walk right into one of our rituals. We were stopped before we got to use the clicker. Hell, the lights weren't even set up yet. It's unacceptable. So let's look at the learnings. 1, we need to be fast with our setups. 2, we need to be 100% positive someone is on lookout duty. 3, communication, communication, communication. Slip-ups like this are why we have FBI agents snooping around, which is not great! I'm only being harsh about this because I know we can do better. Oh, so the Nightingale thing was a screw-up because of the tourists. Oh, how did we miss this? To whoever have been sabotaging Lake House equipment, stop it. If you're looking for ways to help the cult, this is not it. Unless bringing the feds down on us is what you consider helpful, in which case you can fuck right off. Stay away from the FBC, and if you see them poking around again, report it to the Grand Master. The ritual for Taken. Surround the target. Subdue them. Use hammer or other blunt object. Restrain them. Carve out their hearts. Recite the words. Put the clicker into their hearts. Flick the switch twice to make sure it works. Remember floodlights on tripods. We need to see what we're doing. Always work in pairs. Yeah, I missed a lot of this and I really shouldn't have. Suddenly all this stuff about the cultist ritual being interrupted. There we go. FBC.
Think, Saga.
Called psychology? Oh, wow. Well, that was clear as mud. Still interesting, and good to get that off my radar here. There is a cult stash back there, however. There's still a live investigation object. I'm guessing that's this over here. Yep. Did we see these already? Observation report, the Cult of the Tree. Intermittent surveillance of the paracriminal group known as the Cult of the Tree shows that their operation is limited to a small area of Washington state. The group is reported to be made up of dedicated individuals equipped with only common tools. Overall level of organization is low. Overall comprehension of bleh is low. Our assessment yielded a category orange risk status. Further inquiry should be made as to the exact details and sources of their knowledge regarding paranatural elements. Investigation unit recommends the Cult of the Tree be kept under permanent surveillance, with preparations made for the group's arrest and seizure of assets. See file for full report and recommendations. Summary and full report to be forwarded to Dr. Marmot and Dr. Marmot at the Cauldron Lake Research Site, as both operate in a shared area. Addendum. Recommended action downgraded to continued intermittent surveillance, no arrest due to prioritization of resources. You were right. Those sneaky fuckers are watching us. At our level of organization, it's fine. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No, they know you're idiots. Rose observations. Leaves home with the car, arrives at the diner, opens the restaurant, spills a cup of coffee. Stares at coffee puddle and seems suddenly delighted, begins talking animatedly to the puddle. Observer not in diner did not hear her. Goes on break. Back from break. Ate a sandwich and wrote in a notebook. Couldn't see the text. Stares at ceiling fan for 50 seconds, smiling. Leaves Oh Dear Diner on foot. Stops at pier and writes in notebook. Stares at clouds and becomes upset, shaking her head and speaking up at the sky. Not close enough to hear. Gotta get you guys a parabolic. Leaves pier, arrives at car, arrives home, watches television, cooks dinner, macaroni and cheese. Goes to bed, reads at the sudden stop, turns off light. Ah. We are the Cult of the Tree. We watch in the night. I see it now. This is our mission. Make the woods scary again. It's a tree, a spruce tree. Keep them out, keep them safe. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad I came back for these. Drug-fueled scribbles on the origin of the cult triangle symbol. Drug-fueled origins. Poor Rose. Man, trying to fill that whole thing out is going to be a nightmare. I don't think I'm going to get to it. All right, let's get that other stash. Now that I can see it on my map, I know it's back there, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't do this beforehand because it needed the bolt cutters. Oh, right, it's that god dang float making that horrible laughter. Yes, this is where I couldn't go before. Because I didn't have these. Or apparently the capability to climb a damn fence. Seriously, Saga. How do you not know how to climb a fence? Alright, there is a stash back here. I know it is. It's on the radar. It's just on the other side of this place. Hold up. Plain Jane normal stuff, which I apparently have too much of again. I should have unloaded when I was back at the save room. Here and shit. Straight up here and shit.
More so than you.
Oh, not one of you assholes. I hate these guys.
Another locked box.
Yeah, I know. I've also got another Taken to play with right now. Come on, I know you're there. Oh wow, I just... I just missed like 3 good shots there. That was so bad. Whoo, not this time, buddy. Good? Jerk. Spare parts. Oh, crap. Do I really have to count all those? No, see, this is what the checklist is for, to help me deal with BS like this. Like, I can go and count these, or I can just get the answer. All right, so the code should be 542. There we go, good. Like I said, I'm not fussing with this one. Yeah. Seriously. I'm putting it in writing here that Operation Bigger is Better is simply not possible from an engineering perspective. I know he loves his crazy ideas, but his schematic looks like a damn comic book. Charlene drew it for him, didn't he? It can't be done! Ah, here we are. The other spot I needed the bolt cutters for. Couldn't get into here the first time either. But this should clear up Watery. That's the last thing I can do in Watery, except for that lighthouse. Which I had to look up again and figure out that that is the final cult stash, as in whatever the final cult stash is, it has the key to that lighthouse. So, gonna have to wait for that. Now, there should be a nursery rhyme in here.
There's a rhyme over here.
Yep, the last one in Watery. What do we got? The old man who could not see had no children of his own, so he cared for a fawn not yet grown, for the deer for him was dear and filled his life with love. So we're looking for an old man and a deer. So how about wise elder and deer?
Sure.
Perfect. That was an easy one. Oh. Oh, you're not a cult. You're not a taken. Oh. Figures I was one shot off. Huh. Unfortunately, said deer was kind of a dick. What is this? Deerfest charm significantly increases time before darkness shields regenerate. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Well, with that, we are effectively done with Watery. There's only one area left to really double check, and I can't do anything in that area until afterwards. So, cross off all of these spots, what need to be crossed off. So that's the last Watery stash. Found all the Watery area cult stashes. And the last Watery nursery rhyme. Perfect. Nursery rhymes, I'm doing good. I need 1 more in Bright Falls and 3 in Cauldron Lake. So we're probably gonna go back to Bright Falls first. There you are. There was a reason to come this way after all. A few more manuscript pieces. But then, almost at the same time, but not quite, another hand grabbed my other wrist. It was my childhood friend's estranged twin brother, a rugged ex-soldier who'd helped me fight back the zombie horde with his chiseled jaw, smoldering eyes, and worn leather jacket. My heart fluttered like a small bird against its cage. Ignore him, babe. You know I'm who you want. The sensitive friend I had cared for all my life, or the intense warrior I had known for one harrowing day. How was I ever going to choose? The zombies were easier than this. Oof. Rose, girl, Rose, seriously, you just gonna give me a headache, man. Just a headache. Well, I was not expecting to cross off a lunchbox as well, but I'll take it. Missed one, apparently, somewhere. Where, though? I've been everywhere, right? It's not hiding inside here, is it? There's a manuscript page, another manuscript page, a bunch of containers, the flare gun ammo. Weird that that particular lunchbox showed up, but the other one did not. Oh. There's a little cul-de-sac up there. Let me check that, actually. I don't think I've ever actually been up there. Aha. There you are. It was over here, this little cul-de-sac. Thank you. You can do anything you put your mind to, hero. As long as you put your mind as long as what you put your mind into is part of the story. Dick. There, that's all the wateries. And more importantly, I have quite a few of these weapon upgradables. Oh, alright, what are we using? We're definitely using this one. Move faster, hold the fire button to activate auto fire. Oof. That seems dangerous. Land 2 headshots to stun an enemy. That sounds good.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Very nice. And the rifle? Bullets penetrate darkness shields. Yes.
Aiming through the scope, Saga could see the flickering darkness that protected the Taken. Saw it waver and jerk. Saw a shifting opening in it. There. She fired, sending the bullet through to find its way home.
That'll be handy. I don't have to break the shields when I'm using the rifle anymore. Well, that completes Watery. Let's head back to Bright Falls and start completing that section. Another bolt cutters spot, huh?
Just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to my creation. Sure, you'll be fine. What do you know? You're just an apprentice. You have no idea the pressures a professional like me is under.
Somebody's a little full of themselves there. Hey.
There's another cult stash.
Right in town, too. What does that say? 1, 2, 3? Must be some numbers on a buoy somewhere that I can see. Probably not far from here. Right? You would not give me that clue unless it was something actually reasonably close by. I saw the 6 when I was walking by earlier, so that might be part of it, but I don't know if that's all of it. There's a 9. I know. I could look this one up. I probably should be, but I want to at least try and solve these on my own every now and then. The counting of the things is just like, okay, no, that's excessively stupid, and I'm not wasting my time on that for you guys. Okay, so it was 697. If you steal from the cult of the tree, that the cult will come for you. Please tell me that's what I think it is. Please tell me that's what I think it is. It is! It's inventory! Sweet, glorious inventory! Oh my goodness. Oh, why did you wait so long to give that to me, game? My God. Like, seriously. It's just like, I needed that so long ago, and it's just been sitting here the whole time.
It's empty. There's nothing there, just darkness.
I think you may.
Yeah, well, I think there might be something over here, because it looks like there's, like, so much stuff over here. One of these locked doors? Can I unlock this door? I will break this frickin' door down. There's so much stuff in that room. How do I get in that room? Huh? How does one get into that room? Oh, I thought for half a sec you were Ati, but then I saw the uniform. Ugh, our poor dear. He's all messed up. Ah, well. That room will unfortunately be unsolved. I think that one I simply don't have access to. I don't get it. I don't know why. There's a cult stash right down here. Yeah, just sitting out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Okay. I like those. Fear the dark. Fear the woods. Fear my 5th row of inventory space. Because, my goodness, I am loose. Alright, there was a plain Jane container there. There's a lock there that I can't do anything with. Alright, let's start checking the woods. Actually, let's check the boatyard first, because I'll be in the boatyard first. Alright, what have I missed in the boatyard? Just a plain old container. Because, yeah, I figured out the charm basically shows me anything once I enter the little zone, denoted by those dotted lines. So as soon as I cross that section into another area, I can pop my map open and look and see what I have and have not missed. Clearly there's a cult stash there. Clearly there's a cult stash there. There's a cult stash over here that, well, these two I think I missed the keys for. There's our cult stash that was up here.
Another cult stash?
Oh, another one of these keypad locks. I like these. I don't have to go anywhere to do them. Alright. Easy one. Hey, a road flare. I just used one of those. The cult of the tree sees everything. Yeah, well, they can watch me steal all their stuff. And there's the missing nursery rhyme. It's over here somewhere.
Another rhyme.
All right, what do we got? Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. Okay. So I need mother. And I'm guessing child in the lake.
Doesn't look right.
Okay. Child at the trees.
Okay.
Child at the trees it was. Okay. Follow the toys. Actually, interesting question. Does the thing show up on my map? Ah, it does. Charm. Okay. It does actually show up on the map. Good.
Look at that. Another charm.
Add a charge to Saga's flashlight. Oh. Hi, Puppo. Dude, you're the one that came up to me. Don't get on my case. Go. I don't know if I'm still actively threatened by this guy or not. Bad demon dog. Not need that, thank you. There is a missing lunchbox over here. And a cult stash. Just missed everything. Missed everything. I knew I screwed up a lot in Bright Falls, but man. Okay. God, the markers are even here. How did I miss this one?
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
This is a dead easy one. How did I miss you? Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Don't you worry, miss. I've got this. I look up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us. Just then a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost her cane. Wow. Damn. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. Oh, Rose, you and your writings, I swear. All right, let's hit this cult stash up, which should just be straight through here. I say straight through here. It's on the other side of this wall. And by wall, I mean drop down that I clearly could drop down if I really wanted to, but the game won't let me. Old busted up car. Ah, there's our cult stash. There are 200 total vehicles in a factory, consisting of bicycles and cars. Each car has 4 wheels, and each bicycle has 2 wheels. There are a total of 754 wheels in the factory. How many cars are there? Oh, okay. So we're just gonna math this one out again. This one's even easier than the last one to math out. All right, so there should be 177 cars, if my math is correct on this one. Yep. Gotcha. What do we got here? Got a flare, got a tank, and got some bullets. We need to go bigger. More stick symbols, more graffiti. I want people pissing their pants when they think about going in the woods. Spread the word. That sounds dirty, sir. Game says I missed a manuscript page in Cynthia's bathroom. Did I? Did I? No, I did not. That is a bug. That page, however, I did miss. Over in the gazebo over here. Odin loses an eye. Oh.
It's 1988. A face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared. The old gods facing something even more powerful. Something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Oh, damn. Whoo! Man, you gotta love Tor and Odin. These two are crazy. All right, well, we just take a hard 180, go out this way, and we can start finding the various pieces that I missed around here. Because clearly I missed a lot. Just a manuscript page over here too? Sheesh. Ah, there's my missing page. Rose at bingo night.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home.
Every night.
Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ahti was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker. the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
Not good. Not good. Ah, here we are. Found the key. How did I miss this sign the first time? Straight up just completely did not see this sign. Would have made things so much easier. I mean, the map helps a lot too. Okay, so as for the stash, I've apparently gone right by it. Yeah, I bet the paint would have led me right to the stupid key too. Maybe the paint led me to the stash, I don't remember. There's the stash. And I'm betting Bunkerwood stash key. Yep, that's the one. Mine, mine. You can't hide from the trees. We are everywhere. Well, true, but I'm not planning on hiding from trees. Oh, there it is. God, that one was a pain in the ass to find. Alongside the... No, what? I would never have found this thing without this stupid map ability. Like, that is just straight up an evil place to put a key. There you are. I don't know how that hint corresponds to where that key is. I really don't. But I don't really care. It took forever to figure out the hint wasn't Santa's butt. Why are we making this so complicated? Just give us normal fucking keys. Thank you. All right, and with that, Bright Falls is done. All I have to do is clean up Cauldron Lake. I've never actually been into the rental cabins area. That's interesting. Wow. Manuscript page there. I must have passed by. Some cult stashes I've passed by. Wow, I was just not thorough in my job. All right, well, north to the cabins first. Oh, wow, there's a lot to read here. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday. An idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witness to the crime were visibly shaken. One of them stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it and he's a real computer whiz. Does a hike a day keep depression away? Probably not. It might be bright sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life, those dead depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news! Hiking has been proved to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health, so get out there and just do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson. Whew. The man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. But with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, you know? And so it felt real good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. Oof. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ, huh? Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No, in this brave new world that we live, her family was cheering on as she won a match at a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. That's what you call a slow news day. That's not the way you're supposed to get there. Oh, I need the bolt. Oh. I didn't miss the boat. I needed the bolt cutters. I literally couldn't get in here until I had me some bolt cutters. Well, well, well. Seems we have a whole new section to explore. Well, if that's the case. Oh dear. Oh, there is stuff in here. Point of interest, locked door, nursery rhyme, investigation, a lunchbox, a cult stash. Criminality, where do we start? I guess we start with the lit cabin. The lit cabin seems like a perfectly good place to get my ass started. Hello. Manuscript page. Cauldron Lake.
Animals stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late.
Damn.
The lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
Damn. I mean, they tried. You know, give them props for trying at least. All right, what else is in here? Looks like a cult stash. A cult stash in a safe room. Go figure that, huh?
Another cult box.
This one needs a key. I've used these already. Trailer park stash key? I don't think I have the key for this one. I really don't. Huh. Oh, it's over here. Lake cabins key. All right. Well, we'll get there as we get there. I got a bunch of cabins to explore. Don't worry. I'll give you an excuse. Property seizure notice.
Must be locked from the other side.
Property seizure notice. Okay. Is there a back door? There is, it's not on this side. Seriously, Saga, you can hop over that fence just as easily as you could kick that door in. Anything in this half of the building? No. The other half of the building has a lunchbox, however. Guarded by a locked door. You know, because that's clearly the ultimate deterrent.
And another lunchbox.
Which she mentions... because it's literally right there. Perfect. 9 more fragments. His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real, and he was. He was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed, beneath my fingers proved it. You're back, I breathed. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't cold any longer. No, no, dear, no. Thank you. Door's unlocked. Oh. Tree. How does one get around said tree? That's a problem. Oh, that's what the note was telling me. I have to go the long way around. Well, poo.
There's another lunchbox.
Yes, there is. Awesome. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Not sure what the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Two? I don't find that inspiring. I find that insulting. Let's grab the double shot for the crossbow.
Saga realized the crossbow could hold 2 shots at the same time. Had she just not noticed before? Or had the weapon changed somehow? Like in a dream?
Thanks, Alan. Wait, is there something else here? Oh, no. There's nothing else here. Just a loop around. Ah, I see. This is how we get to the north part of the cabins, because tried to go up here, and Saga was like, nope, as soon as I hit this threshold, I got better things to do. I'm not going this way. So, sheesh. Fine. We're here. This is the one with the nursery rhyme in it. Yes, and an investigation too. Oh, the nursery rhyme must be in the other cabin, right? There we are. Yep.
More of those rhymes.
More of those rhymes. Alright. What does this one need? Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through. The clever crows call their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the reward left for her. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Your location. Okay, so there's a locked door here? Birds, watching you like in that movie, but protective, not attacking. Mythical inspiration, guardian spirits, Norse mythology, or ancient Egyptian. Corvus Corax from the family Covidae, research symbolism and uses. Elements, stalking monster, watchful birds. Stakes can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. Make sure the rhyming is looser this time. Need to test this approach for possibly more ambiguous interpretational results. Interesting. Alright, let's see what this one's gonna give me. Okay, I think then this one should be monster. There we go. Sweet. What did this one leave me? Oh, hey. It's over here, actually. That's not what I expected. It's in the cabin across the way. Uh-oh. My man was, determined. Another Coke charm.
Sure.
My goodness. Also, Saga, that was terrible. Just plain terrible. Oh, there's a lot to read here. Let's start with the eviction notice. Effective immediately, the FBC has designated this area to be vacated as a matter of public health and safety. Failure to comply with its orders of federal crime and will result in swift and forceful action. Your compliance is appreciated. Yeesh. Next would be Cauldron Lake closed. The majority of the scenic and beloved Cauldron Lake area was fenced off and access is restricted as a government agency takes over. Tuesday. The unthinkable happened over the weekend as local tourist destination and beloved fishing spot Cauldron Lake was cordoned off by government officials. Citing seismic disturbances in the area, the FBC has limited access for the foreseeable future. When asked about the effects this closure will have on the region as a tourist destination, the FBC spokesperson expressed profound regret on the impact this may or may not have on the local economy. This comes as a shock to locals who have enjoyed campground and fishing access across the lake for generations. When interviewing residents around town to get a feel for the reception, it was clear that tensions were running high. This is an absolute outrage, said Captain Wheeler, lifelong Bright Falls resident and volcanologist. There's been no documented volcanic activity in this region for millennia. The only seismic activity going on down there is when the Colsekas take their 4x4s for a joyride on the hiking paths. I just bought a season camp pass, said Ed Randall, a watery native. I sure hope these feds reimburse me my $350, but I'm not holding my breath. In addition to the inconvenience and anger locals are feeling, there is concern as to just what this means for the future. Joe and Cindy put all their savings into that convenience store for the campground. What happens to them? What happens to all the businesses around here that rely on out-of-towners? People are scared and they want answers. Oof. Is your email hacker-proof? To many people, hackers are the stuff of Hollywood movies and TV shows, dark criminals committing cybercrimes in action movies. But to many people around the world, hackers are a very real threat. Cybercrime experts warn that phishing attempts are on the rise, and show little signs of stopping. What is phishing, you may be asking yourself? Phishing is when someone poses a fake email address in order to trick the recipient into sharing their personal information. Information which could then be used to access bank accounts or other personal databases. Even the most professional-looking emails or text messages can be faked, experts warn, so people are encouraged to always act with caution when sharing information on the net. All it takes is one mistake, and your information could be out there forever. Bright Falls Bookstore Raffle Bonanza. Anyone looking for a gift for the reader in their life would do well to visit Bright Falls Bookstore this weekend. In an effort to clear out the stockroom, Bright Falls Bookstore is raffling off hundreds of old books and collections, including many signed books and items considered collector's editions. All proceeds will go towards renovating the bookstore and charitable donations to student literacy programs. Tickets for the raffle will be on sale from 9 a.m. on Saturday until 6 p.m. the following day, with drawings taking place Monday morning. Or Monring? Hold on. It does say Monring. It is a straight up typo. Huh. Well. Another charm down the tubes. Like, seriously, how many of these coffee charms are you gonna need to give me? 6, 2, 4. Code? Not looking for a code, I'm looking for a key. Aha. There's the key. And I'm not sure what 624 is going to mean. Considering we've got the only other stash over here is in the south, and that was a key stash. Oh, hi.
Hi there, little friend.
There was a deer head in here, and I almost didn't pet it. Oh, former officer. Sorry, madame. Oh, a splitter? Oh, get back here. I need to take some drugs really quick. More drugs. Stop hitting me. Oof. That did not go as well as I would have liked. Thank you for the bullets, however. All right, Mr. Stash, what you got for me? Not bad. Okay, this one was actually pretty fun. Much better than the math test. True. God dang, I'm still full. I'm just still straight up full here. More stuff to read over here, huh? Day 1, some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it off with a big stick and it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was the squirrel? Max found candy wrappers in the woods. There were some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. Beware the Wicked Witch. Rules. One person is the Wicked Witch. Everybody else has to run and hide. When the witch says, beware me, everybody has to change places. If you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them and kill them. Don't get tagged and killed. If the Wicked Witch finds you, you're dead. If you find the witch's lair, she is caught. Burn the witch. God damn. Those violent kids, man.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
Yep. Running out of these to pick up here. 1 fragment this time. Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. I was definitely supposed to find this one much earlier if there's only 1 fragment in it. There's our stash.
Another locked box.
Confused? Follow these steps. Wash hands, take chicken out of fridge, take a nap. Oh, it's a symbol lock. Okay. I'm betting all the symbols are in here. Yep. Oh, another deer.
Hello, dear.
I see. Wash hands. Up, down, crisscross. There was something in here to investigate, isn't there? Yeah. We'll deal with the puzzle here in just a second. There's the nap. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, where the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural and much more man-made. Intentional. I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at a press of the button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, water line. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, water line. Engineered structure, strange machines. My man's losing it. Anyway, take a nap, that's that one. So we've got up, down, crisscross, up, down, pointing into each other, and then sideways diamond. Okay. That should hopefully do it. If not, well, then I'll just have to peek at the answer here. There it is. Hey, look, a trauma pad and some 9mm. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Well, F you, I'm taking it all. Still says there's an investigation in here. That's irritating. Anyway, our next stop is down this way. Here we are. What's this? UFOs and You, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 in the morning after I finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated, but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects. Nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. And a lunchbox. How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. Aww.
There's another cult stash.
Yes, there is. Light. I think this might actually be the one I needed the key for that I just completely forgot. Yep. Streamside stash key. The cult is watching right now. Oh, are you? Well, keep watching, buddies. Yeah, if I follow the keys or follow the lights, I'd find the key. But I found the key before I ever found the stash. Oh, hey, a manuscript page. Missed this one. Probably a really early one. Nightingale in the Dark Place. Yeah, this is a really early one.
The trail of the writer forever. The writer who despised. Hemingway, Bukowski, Wake. I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels, from the Dark City, into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something, a presence, rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The rider's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. A cultist leaned close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd be caught, murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch up from the lake that was not the lake.
Oh. Oh, that's how Nightingale got thrown out. I see, I see. Well, well, well. It doesn't look like there's much in this region other than the one manuscript page that's back down that way. There you are. The overlap.
The reality-changing influence of the dark place flowed like water flowed, like fear flowed, down the path of least resistance, eroding the weak spots until they cracked. In places where reality was more yielding, where story told and retold, imagination sparked and fear ignited again and again, had softened the walls of reality. Sites of violence and tragedy, where truth was laced with fiction, where a work of art proposed an alternative narrative, something people could suspect to be true, something people felt strongly about, something they feared. The stronger the connection between the belief and emotional response, the better. The darker, the better. A ghost of a witch ripping a man's heart from his chest. Two brothers murdering the neighbors and hiding their bodies in a well. A young woman haunting the flooded bunker where she drowned. Bedtime stories, folktales, urban legends connected to a specific place. These were the sites where the overlaps came to be.
Uh-huh. Interesting. That one feels like I maybe couldn't get that the first time. Maybe it's only a recent add to this area? Huh. Who knows? Did I ever actually explore this building? I have to wonder. I don't think I did. The simple fact of the matter is that there's a generator over here. I think this is like the first generator in the game. Look how generous this one is, and it only takes 2 to actually get up and running, yeah. There we are. Perfect. I can store more stuff. Oh, hey, manuscript page. Cult of the Tree.
Children in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods. Satanists chanting, "We watch in the night," as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element. Danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
There's a puzzle here? Oh, there is a puzzle.
Another rhyme.
What do we got here? A mother crow sits in her nest guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast. But only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. Okay, so it's crow here, hero here, and this is actually the wolf.
Makes sense.
There we go. All right, now where did that pop up? Oh god, it's all the way over there? Sheesh. It's a long hike. Oh, hold up. Where? I hear it, but I don't see it nowhere. Frickin' where is it?
Hey,
Oh,
another
rustic charm. Find all charms. Oh, hi, there's the damn dog. Fudge me. What is this? I'll find you. Find all the dolls. That was the father doll, I think it said?
Witchfinder's Station.
Warning.
I've been there before.
Property of the
Worth
FBC.
checking out.
Department of Parafictional Research. Lead researcher Dr. Campbell. Keep this container locked at all times. The test item within is to be kept separate from the others, as well as a safe distance from the main testing facility, Witchfinder's Station. Really? Well, color me intrigued. But first there's a stash what needs finding. And it is just... The hell? I have no idea. Oh, here we are. 6 plus 2
Another one of those cult boxes.
plus 3. Oh, it's gonna be more math. Rock, rock, tree, are you bright enough? Huh. Three. Oh. 668? Let's try 668. Not that. Oh, there it was. 658. Are you one of us or one of them? I am one of shut your mouth. We'll leave the big first aid kit. Case closed. Damn, inventory's full. Increases hand flares duration and area of effect. I mean, case closed. Oh, Witchfinder Station.
What if I take the weird doll to the place it's not supposed to go? What's the worst that can happen?
Good call. Oh.
That's all the stashes. These people were well prepared.
That they were. Look at all these stashes I found. So many stashes. There. Interesting, though. There's the father doll.
They're actually kind of cute the longer you look at them.
No, they're not. A slight issue, though. I was supposed to get a certain something upon clearing the last stash, and I didn't get it. Well, poo. The last stash is supposed to give you the key to the lighthouse, but clearly I didn't get a key to a lighthouse in that stash. Which is very odd to me, but alright. Oh, God. There are puzzles all over. Huh. Weird. Yeah, I know. I'm cheating and using a guide for this one. It's insanely complicated. Check the baby leaf. Okay. And then this should be the last one. Right? On the waves. Oh, that's not the waves. Ah, there's the waves. There we go. Shift in reality.
What the?
Yes, I am.
Who is this? How do you know I'm here?
I've been monitoring your incessant tampering with my project. You have made some advantageous progress, however.
What project?
What project? So you've just been playing around with my test arrangements with absolutely no understanding of their function. The hubris.
Indeed.
But your interference with my research has come to its conclusion, and I'm interested to see the results. The trick, I believe, is in the manifestation of the nursery rhyme. Art becoming reality, the doorway being revealed, and perhaps even someone entering it.
Huh.
Get to the point.
Meddlesome and rude, I see.
Yep.
The point is that by your unwanted actions, you may have opened the way. And now I'll get to observe what exactly occurs when a subject crosses the threshold. No, wait, that's not right. What is that? Do you see?
What? Hello? Hey, are you there?
God! Oh, God.
Sounds like this person got more than they bargained for. Ugh, this stuff again. There's something else in there, too. This will be handy.
I just pick up a charm? Picked up something. Oh, I got a charm slot. Oh, that's cool. So that's what you gave me. Huh, I actually can hold 4 charms now. That's not bad, that's not bad at all. And with that, we are finally done with all of the BS. Everything's good, everything's done. We be out. Whew. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite. I apologize, this was as long as it was. And subscribe to join me for more terror in Bright Falls. And as always, I'll see you in the next video where we're gonna be picking up Alan's story until he hits his point of no return.
Show